Hello and welcome to Casting Roles. We're a bunch of theater nerds and good friends play a little D&D. We're so happy that you've joined us. Take a moment to subscribe to the show. It takes just a click and gains our unending thanks. Drop us a like and leave a comment for campaign 2. Our videos are uploaded here on YouTube every Friday and we have tons of great content to explore. We're down a lucky this evening, but without further ado, let's go ahead and start the show. Back, Star Striders. So last time you attended the evening banquet in the home of Thalindra, the Heart and the Dagger. There you took advantage of the favors table where a fey bear named Siegfried was trading various magical goods before setting down for dinner. During the meal, with the lead of Andulicite, you all dove into bargaining with the witch for the repair of the World Seed. Her final bargain, if you all end the devil incursion into Highwall, she will heal the seed. As the deal was made, the night suddenly shifted and the heart became the dagger, and you all ran off to find safety in your chambers to escape the hunt, if you can make it there in time. With that in mind, we'll pick up right as we tear out of the dining hall. The world is kind of transforming around you. The aura exuding from Thalindra is spreading through the mansion, and all of those beautiful portraits of lovers are turning into images of hate and fighting and destruction. The statues are turning filled with maleficence as the light in the whole area begins to dim and turn very threatening. As the hunt is awakening in the chamber behind you, you have to make it to your chambers. So how would you all like to proceed? Because remember, the journey to here from your chambers was a maze. So how would you like to proceed?
Well, we have what's your name leading us?
Yes.
Was she
She's
leading?
legally required.
Was she leading, or was she going off to find?
The deal was she
was
has
leading.
to lead us to our rooms.
Okay.
That was part of the deal.
Okay. So what we'll do, since you won't have to make the survival checks to guide yourselves there, then everybody can make either dexterity checks or strength checks to determine speed of travel through the hall. And you are rolling. I've got three different types of hunters, and so there's 3 different levels of DC here.
Just a straight dexterity?
Just a dex check.
I rolled a 7, so that's 12.
A 12, okay. Oh no, Andulicite.
What was that, Ronnie?
Robert got an 18.
18, okay, so that's a 16.
I got a 19.
A 19.
Thanks, new dice. Thanks, new dice.
Like a 17 average right now. 19. Oh, okay. So I think that's about 17 average. Good. So as you all begin to follow Yuna out of the hall, she's guiding you carefully, running through like back passageways and different areas. The first little challenge, you hear kind of a roar from the back hallway, and suddenly all of the
ignore it.
The lovers that were kind of just wandering around the grounds, they suddenly are running everywhere, and you guys are tearing into a hallway, and there is a mass of those lovers who are running to try to get to their own chambers to escape the hunt as well. And dodging through, you are all able to get through most of this first little bout, but I did have one of the hunters roll a natural 20. And so as you are tearing down the hallway, there's suddenly a blockade of like 30 bodies of people trying to escape down to a different place. And Yuna is a little ahead of you and is in danger of getting cut off. There are passageways on either side, and she turns around and kind of looks at you, and she makes a reference to go to the left as she's trying to swing back through. At the same moment that Andulicite, looking behind you, you see one of the naiad type, not the naiad, the nymph types individuals who had just been like this beautiful, like faunish woman with like tree appendages, is now this massive like ent form, is coming down the hallway and just raking massive limbs in front of her as she's charging towards your group. So you can keep trying to plow straight through this group of lovers, or you can follow Yuna's direction to go to the left.
Mr. Rifton, I default to you.
I'm in the back because I rolled a 12. So
Yeah.
Oh, so everyone looks up at me, and I go, we'll go the way Yona said. So we'll turn down the hallway.
Okay, so you turn down the hallway, and Yuna's trying to kind of ply her way through. By the time Kieran catches up to go to the left as well, Yuna is a little bit separated from you. If you have a way to delay the progress of this particular hunter, then you will not get separated from Yuna. So this is an opportunity for you guys to throw out some kind of diversion or something to stop her advance.
How far behind me is it?
She's kind of at the end of the hallway, but Yuna's like caught up in this bunch. So you guys are clear to move. It's just that I'm doing the natural 20 as Yuna getting caught up in the momentum.
I'm gonna run back to the thing to buy us some time and use the Ruby of Burning Hands.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna
because trees are wood.
You're gonna cast Burning Hands. Okay.
Trees are wood.
That is Burning Hands is a saving throw. I think it's a dexterity save. Yes, dexterity saving throw.
And as I'm using it, I'm going to pour a charge of ether dust on
Oh
it.
God. Okay. So
Not the entire flask. I have learned
a single charge. Okay, good. So I think it casts at level 1 normally. So this now casts at level 2. So go ahead and roll 4d6.
I'm just reminded of that treant that's running rampant still.
Oh, still running around high. Yeah.
Hey, we don't have to talk about the treant, but who did that?
That's 15.
15 points damage. Okay. And so as
Double
you
damage because it's wood?
No, because she's magic. But as you go to, as you pour in what we'll say the aether dust actually does in this case is that it, like, instead of just this directed force of fire that's shooting out towards the nymph, the fire kind of spreads out and hits a couple parts of the hallway that she's in, and now there's this ring of fire surrounding the hallway, which will slow her progress towards you all, giving Yuna enough time to catch up to you as you are tearing down this hallway. And she leads you kind of down a few stairways and then across and up over a balcony. And as you're running across the balcony is looking down over a walkway below you. And you just see like couples kind of heading off in different directions, and then suddenly like a werewolf style, except maybe like a werewolf that is a full wolf, but also you can tell it's transformed, bounding down the hallway, tackling some of the lovers. And as you descend into the other space, you see some of them are disappearing into safe spaces, but others are being captured in the hunt. As you get to the second stage, so for this one, you all can make wisdom or intelligence checks. These are fighting against some of the magical effects of the hunt.
Wisdom or intelligence.
You get a 4+ if you're near me.
Yeah, which is everybody. These aren't saving throws though, so sorry. So nobody gets 4+.
Oh, okay, never mind. Just a check.
Plus.
Yep.
Okay, so you said wisdom or intelligence?
Yeah.
This ain't great, guys.
I got a 25.
25. Okay.
Oh,
I rolled nat 20.
Oh, not a
I'm
natural
very
20.
wise.
That's 2 successes anyway.
Natural 20. Ooh, okay.
I like the secret throw. 15 for Ravik.
15. Okay. Kieran.
Yeah.
I'm rolling like ass, so I only got a 13.
A 13. Okay. But that natural 20
Well,
helps
I mean,
cancel that out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basis
making-
dice this time.
Yeah. Bonnie.
That's a 6.
A 6. Okay.
Ooh, she got.
Yeah. If it
Mental
I
had,
got a
health
negative
issues.
1
Yeah.
to both stats.
if it were not for Andalus's natural 20, that would have gone poorly. But you all beat the DC that they set, a 15. So as you are kind of tearing your way through, you suddenly feel as the magic of the night fully transforms and you're kind of looking out at the beautiful lush gardens that were there before that have now become these terrifying mounds of brambles with giant spikes, and you see the little floating orbs of the individuals who are still within the realms of desire, and they look like they're peaceful, but you know that their desire worlds are probably transforming over into nightmare worlds as this is happening, and you suddenly feel this aura beginning to catch up with you. And so the aura of Thalindra extends across her entire mansion at night. During the day, it's only when you can see her. But fear often doesn't require the appearance of something to take effect. Fear often takes effect more strongly when you do not know what is chasing you. And so just know that the next roll will determine how many of you must succeed on a saving throw against Thalindra's aura. And so as Yuna's leading you down through, she kind of turns back to you. We're almost there. Just a few more moments. And you're kind of tearing through some beautiful portrait galleries that are now horrific looking. And you're hearing the slamming of doors all over this space. You can tell that you're in the kind of living quarters of the manor. And I need everybody here now. This is a speed check. So I need you to make initiative checks.
Initiative.
25.
Nice. That's a success.
17, baby.
17?
These dice. Hello.
18.
18.
New dice paying off.
Bonnie,
Um,
what
Thanks,
did
Jordan.
you think of Bonnie?
No.
It's not a 1.
Oh no.
It's a 3.
It's a 3 because you rolled a 2 plus
Oh.
1. Okay.
No, but remember I have negative to.
Oh, that's right, because you're exhausted
my
right
rolls.
now. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So as Yuna kind of dives forward, she gets to a doorway, and you see she kind of makes a motion, and a magical key appears in the air, and she shoves it into the lock and turns it, and the door opens. And she stands there, kind of waving you in. Kieran, I imagine you would probably hold back for your crew, but otherwise you would be the first in. Ravik, you dive through the doorway, and Kieran, just as you are kind of getting to the door, reaching out to guide your friends, Andalus, Bonnie, you suddenly feel this wave of energy wash over you, as the DC was 18. And
Ooh.
I need both of you to make charisma saving throws.
+4 because you hear me.
Got this.
Yes, you do get the +4 because you're with Bonnie.
I'm scared.
Oh no!
Oh, buddy. Fuck me. I got an 11. Ooh.
I got a 12.
A 12. All right. So as
That's
you
with my +11 to the charisma saving throw.
Lord, as you all are charging towards Kieran, you see him kind of reaching out to grab your approach. Suddenly, that wave of the energy hits you. And Andalus and Bonnie, you are convinced 100% that there is something incredibly deadly behind the door waiting for you the moment you walk in there, and you must get as far away from this entrance as possible. Both of you spend the entire full of your movement plus action to dash as far away from this. So Kieran, you watch as Angelus tears down one hallway going in one direction, and Bonnie tears down another hallway going the other direction. And Una says, she's got her. I'll try to do a distraction quickly. And you see she dimension doors away very fast. Ravik, Kieran, what do you do?
I am going to go after Andulicite with my cape of flying to make up the ground.
So what does it look like, Kieran,
them.
when you activate? What do your wings look like?
It's like when they do the Naruto run, but they've got a cape, the way it flares out almost like a Delta Wing aircraft. The cape does that and basically just lifts them off.
Your cape creates a lifting body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like one of those glide suits, only with the cape itself, and it's propelling. The magic in it is actually doing the propelling.
Okay, so Ravik, you see Kieran tearing off in Angelus's direction. What would you like to do?
All right. So I'll get the other one, and I go after Bonnie, and can I try to cast Phantasmal Force
on Bonnie?
On Bonnie.
Okay.
And I want to create an illusion of something that would compel her even more than this fear charm or what have you that's on her. Something from her past or her mind that would make her think, even though this danger is behind this door, whatever this is from her past or her phobia is even more dangerous, more terrifying, and would drive her in the opposite direction.
Okay. Bonnie,
she has to make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence save, yeah. And add 4 to it.
Okay, you picked the right stat. Oh wait, intelligence saving throw. Hang on.
Yeah.
Where's my saving throw? Okay.
We're gonna go with the first roll.
What's?
That's a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Okay. 17 is the DC. So, whatever it is you see, it's beyond all logic. You see some image that just completely terrifies you and compels you to think that facing that is way worse than whatever's behind that door is the goal I'm going for here. And then I'll be there encouraging you. It's okay, Bonnie. Come this way. We'll keep you safe if you just come follow me.
Slice of fat-free carrot cake.
Made with vegan flour.
Body, as you run around the corner and the spell takes effect, you suddenly see Johan and 3 other members of his raiding party at the end of the hallway with swords and weapons drawn, and you realize that you are weaponless. So continuing to run in this direction would lead to you running into the points of spears. Andulicite is running away from you, Kieran. Kieran, you are going to be able to catch up to Andulicite because of your 60 feet of movement speed. It's 120 if you use your dash. Andulicite, you have this fear kind of bounding at you, and you are under the impression that like that giant wolf that you just saw attack lovers is barreling down the hallway behind you and is coming to get you. And when you turn, you see like it's almost as if you can see this wolf, but it's filling your vision in the way that you can't see Kieran coming in your direction. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to try to avoid Kieran's grabbing you. Kieran, you can make a grapple check, so it would just be an attack roll against Andulicite's dexterity saving throw.
Use my dex have been really bad. No, I got an 8.
An 8, okay.
I got a 15.
A 15. So, Andulicite, as you turn around, the wolf is barreling down at you and is about to get you. And its jaws are closing in around you. And a moment right before it bites you, you suddenly feel the weight of Kieran kind of slam into you and lift you away for a second. Kieran, you can fly back with Andulicite, but at half movement. So it'll take you 2 full rounds to get back carrying Andulicite. Andulicite doesn't want to go that direction.
And he's very heavy.
Yeah, and well, it's true. You're also carrying Andulicite towards the thing that Andulicite fears. So each round, Andulicite's has to try to break away from this because they do not want to go in the direction of safety. Of danger. You know it's safety. Endulicite is being taught to think that it's safety right now.
And I'm going to try and sway Endulicite as much as I can with going, I know it's bad, but we have to save Lucky.
Ooh.
Oh, Lucky can fend for himself. Lucky's so strong and cool.
Together we can overcome it. We have to go save Lucky.
Okay. All right. So you've got 2 rounds. Bonnie, you will get back to the safety of the chamber in 1 round, and Endulicite will take 2. At the start of both of your turns, you each take 18 points of damage as the fear is kind of pulling into your heart at this moment, and kind of pushing you beyond the boundaries of normal elements. The second effect of Thalindra's fear is freeze. So Endulicite and Bonnie, I need you both to make additional charisma saving throws. Otherwise, you will be locked in place by your fear. That won't affect Endulicite as much as it will affect Bonnie.
It would actually probably help me because
yes.
he can't decide to get away if he's locked in place.
Yes.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's a 27.
27. Okay.
Nice.
I rolled a 10. I go limp like a little dog.
I mean, that's probably good. That's actually probably the best result for Endulicite. But Bonnie,
I care about Lucky, but also I can't move.
Bonnie, you maintain your hold on your running, and you get to where Ravik is kind of standing in the doorway waiting for you to go in, and you peer around the corner and see like an empty room, and suddenly like the knowledge of that washes over you, and you're not quite certain why you were so afraid. As you and Ravik are there, you see Kieran and Andalus coming up the hallway. They will be there in the next round. Andalusite, the final stage of Thalindra's fear, 3 failures in a row, has the potential to cause instant death.
Scared to death?
Yes, scared to death. It takes 3 failures in a row, back to back to back, for this to happen.
Christ.
Can we have gotten close enough to Bonnie that Bonnie's +4 takes effect?
What's the range on Bonnie's?
Hang on. Can I cast warding? Can I cast warding bond on Endulicite?
What does warding?
30 feet away.
What does warding bond do?
Any creature who targets the ward creature with an attack roll or damaging spell must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
This is neither an attack roll or a damaging spell. This is an aura. So the best thing that Bonnie can probably do is run down the hallway slightly so that you're running towards Kieran so that your aura overlaps with Endulicite.
Yep, that's something she'd do.
Okay, so Endulicite, you get
I'll join for backup.
a charisma saving throw. Ravik,
guys, I'm delirious.
Enigma leaps off your shoulder and glides over and lands on Endulicite's shoulder, being carried by Kieran. So Endulicite, you have a charisma saving throw. You are adding +4 to this roll.
And then Enigma is there.
Enigma can only react if you fail.
If I fail. Okay, ready? All right, guys. Here it is. I don't want to look. Hold on. It landed amongst the dice. I don't want to look.
You got this.
I only rolled a 13.
+4?
Yeah, that was +4.
That was +4? Okay.
Yeah, it was.
You feel like this pulse of energy kind of wash through your body, and your heart seizes. You're not really your heart necessarily, but your mechanical heart seizes.
Gears.
You feel this like burst of energy from behind as Enigma suddenly like lights golden white, and this flashing light kind of tries to push back the effects of the fear for a moment. But even with Enigma's +2, Kieran, you suddenly feel the weight of Endulicite go even more limp in your hands as you, Kieran, Ravik, tear around the corner and dive into the chamber, closing the door behind you and setting Endulicite down. Endulicite collapses to the ground.
No.
Thankfully,
Lucky.
Lucky.
I died again.
Thankfully, Lucky is there and charges forward
Not
and
again.
uses
I can't die again. Game.
Revivify. However,
This is my second time dying, I think.
yeah, it
However,
is.
you should get another vision, maybe.
Isn't that lucky?
Yeah, in that moment, Andulasite, as the kind of energy washes through you, you feel your mechanical heart stop. And in your kind of delirious fear, it's almost like this is the better outcome, because whatever was coming at you was going to be far more deadly than just your heart stopping. And as you kind of close your eyes and open them, you see a kind of broad open field. Lots of swaying flowers that you don't recognize. Clearly not from Illyrian soil that do these flowers grow. And like walking in front of you is an individual in a cloak, kind of wrapped around a hooded cloak with a scarf wrapped around the hood, blowing back in the wind. And this individual is guiding you down into this valley pass between these enormously high-peaked mountain cliffs. What would you like to do?
Hey, excuse me. Could you tell me where I am?
It's very strange for you to not know where you're going. We're heading into our home.
Our home.
Of course.
I try to like walk up so I can get like in front of them to see them.
Okay. You walk forward and you see like a dark-skinned man with a kind of a scruffy beard. His hair is braided in like tight braids against his head, and you can tell that they're kind of bunched back at the back of the hood. And he has white paint that kind of makes a slash across his forehead, and then another slashed white paint going down his chin into his shirt collar. And he looks strong, muscular, maybe a little older, probably like 40 or 50 years old. But he is mostly a normal human.
I feel like I'm just like looking at him, like trying to forge the connection, and probably nothing's happening. I'm just staring at him until he does something.
He kind of looks at you. Eat something funny today.
No. But let's just hurry. I want to get back soon.
Oh, all right. Well, we should be getting close to the pass now. And as you kind of dive down into the valley, the mountains, tall and high around you, you look like you're just heading into a dense jungle that's kind of in the lee of these mountains, where all the rain just pouring down into this and feeding this vibrant ecosystem here within this like semicircle of the mountain range, and the melting snow caps from these really tall mountains around. But as you get to a point, you suddenly hit like a magical barrier of some sort, and as you push through, suddenly, like what had appeared to be just enormously tall trees as far as the eye could see, which isn't very far in a dense jungle, suddenly has homes, walkways bridging between them, thatched roofs, dwellings that are dug down into the roots, or an entire tree that has been hollowed out. You can tell that there's a house inside with windows and smoke coming out from interior fires. As he says, "Oh, always good after a long excursion to be back home. Anything you need to drop off before we hit the market and take our wares?
How long has it been?
Well, we left on the new moon. I think it's close to full tonight. Probably 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks.
What are our names?
That's a very weird question to ask. You're serious?
I don't know. My head's in a weird place.
Oh, well, I'm Leaf. You are Vine.
Leaf and Vine.
Although,
Right.
don't know if that's your real name. You appeared in the village when you were younger. And were taken in. You didn't have a memory. Clearly not from around here. And you look around and like everyone in this community is similar in appearance to him. This is a community of individuals with dark skin and dark hair, beautiful brown eyes. And this is the first time you kind of make a reference and you kind of look down, and beyond the coverings that you're wearing to protect you from the sunlight in this area, you have pale white skin and kind of feeling your hair. It's cut short, but it is like a blondish auburn, like strawberry color.
Yeah, I kind of want to like root around for a mirror here somewhere.
Yeah, so as you're walking by, he looks in and he goes, looks like your ward has dinner on the table already. I'll get the market stall set up and you can bring yourself to help man the stall for the evening's bazaar. But best grab a piece of something to eat. And he references one of the houses at the lower side of one of the trees. And as you walk in, make a perception check. You're near the entrance to this village or town or city. It's hard to tell.
12.
12. Yeah. So the only thing that you notice is that like when you pass through that protective barrier, there was an archway that you walked under, but you couldn't see it as you approached the barrier, and you walked right under it when you came into the village. And before you decide to go into the house or not, you do turn around and you see like over the archway, you just see Owulo written in, it's common, but it's a dialect or style of common that like for a moment you're like, I can't read that, but then immediately it translates and you're like, oh, it's Owulo. Like that is, I know what that says. You're familiar with it. But then the house is there in front of you, and the smells of some kind of warm stew or something coming out from inside.
Yeah, I like rush in to see who he's talking about specifically.
Yeah. So you walk in and you see a young girl, probably maybe 10, 11 years old. And she is standing on an overturned water or milk pail. And she's standing over an oven with a fire kind of stoked with inside in of it. And there's a giant pot with this fragrant warm soup coming out of it. And there's next to a bowl of looks like some kind of pounded protein, like pounded rice or something really glutinous or whatever to form this like paste. And she reaches over and grabs some of the paste in her palm, and then she dips it into the soup and eats a little bit of it. Needs a little more spice. Vine. I didn't expect you back so early. The dinner's not quite ready yet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Chicken.
Josh, is she like the girl Bonnie described, or does she look different than that girl?
She looks different. She is
like when she was having the vision.
No, she's a young. I mean, she's 10 or 11 years old. Still very childish in her appearance. Has beautiful kind of long hair that she's pulled back into a ponytail that's tied with like some kind of braided vines or something, and then it's just this magical poof of hair coming out of the ponytail where she's got it tight against her head, but then it just poofs out behind her, and she's wearing a beautiful kind of bright yellow and gold and red striped and patterned kind of smock with these ballooned green pants and her feet bare, but she doesn't look at all, I mean, in your head, familiar.
What are you making?
It's and you see for a moment something changes in her face. My mother's recipe. It's the fresh harvest soup from the yucca and the plantains have come in, and so I thought that we would eat something that reminded me of her. I'm sorry, is that...
No, it's fine. I don't know what to feel.
Well, would you like to try some? I'm sure you've had it before. It's a very common dish here in Oulo. You've lived here most of your life, right?
Sure, I'll try it.
Okay. You kind of walk over, and there's no utensils, and so you grab a little bit of the kind of protein gluten mix, and you dip it in, and you taste it, and it is warm and spicy and filled with kind of some kind of fragrance. And tasting it, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Food that good, huh?
I got a 19.
A 19? Okay. And suddenly, like, the name washes over you, and you realize that it is a warm harvest soup, that it is made from squashes and melon seeds, and it is filled with the fragrance of beautiful spices. And this is a goosey soup. And this young girl is Adie, which was not a name that you gave her. It was a name that her mother gave her, but they always just called her the little chicken. And eating the soup, you know where you are. And then you know that there's a fear in this community, that there's been a report of something. The Asale, the other tribe that lives on the connecting continent to this one, much more technologically advanced, has been sending out its individuals to warn the neighboring communities about what is coming. But the community here in Oulo believes that they are safe within their mountain valley, as they have always been safe. And then suddenly you breathe and you open your eyes, and Lucky is standing over you, breathing heavily as the spell catches you and lights. And you all notice Andulicite's eyes open, and the light in their chest begins to glow again as their heart begins to beat.
You're back.
That was a close one.
Dottie? Where's Dottie?
I'm right here. Are you okay?
Yeah, I like scoop her to me.
As she kind of ruffles into your feathers. You have to be more careful. You know that witches are not safe to just be running around free with.
Well, I wasn't planning on running around, but may have been a little too non-specific on the deal. Sorry, everyone. I'll do better next time.
You're all safe now.
It was going to be perilous regardless of what we did. important thing is we're all here. We're so lucky, strangely, but we've been through some trauma, so that was a joke. I was trying. Sorry.
No, thanks. Thank you. I'm gonna go sit down. I just need a minute.
Of course.
He'll like go to one of the beds and kind of sit turned away from everyone else.
Outside, you all hear the sounds of feet running down the hallway. Can't tell whether they're running in fear or running in search of something. And then a moment later, you hear kind of a knock on the door, and then the door opens, and then Yuna and Anzel and Bolton enter, and then Yuna closes the door behind you and locks it.
Bonnie is going to station herself by the door. She's going to set the shield like against the wall, sit down on the floor, lean against the shield, and fall asleep in about 3 seconds.
I think Bonnie deserved a little nap.
Yeah, we should still keep watch. We're not foolproof in safety here against the Prince of Frost or the witch herself.
Yuna says, well, I think that your deal was anybody in the hunt. The witch is in the hunt.
Oh, okay.
Unless
That's good.
she reads the deal quite strangely, I think that you may be safe.
Okay.
From her.
Is still another story.
Mm-hmm.
He probably is more concerned about her than us, hopefully, at the moment.
Just in
As you're sitting there, Bonnie, you feel you're asleep, but a hand touches your shoulder, and one of your levels of exhaustion goes away as Enzel casts Greater Restoration on you.
Yay.
Yay. I'm down to 2.
No.
And Zell Bolton, were you okay in the dream? I guess is what you could call it.
Bolton kind of looks at Enzel. It was quite peaceful. It wasn't until I began to transform slightly and things changed rather greatly in the dreamscape. But then your friend here, he motions to Yuna, was able to free us from the bubble and then ran us here.
Thank you, Yuna.
Appreciate that.
I said that your deal was for you to be safe and protected in your group, and I assumed that meant these 2 individuals as well. I left the dwarf in her bubble. I wasn't sure.
That's a good call.
Okay. She didn't seem to be a friend when you all came together, so...
Fair assessment.
Putting it mildly.
Yes.
I want you to know that when we return, we're going to help you find your familiar.
She kind of perks up. You were able to convince Thalindra that was worth a bargain, a portion of your bargain?
I managed to slip it into the fine print with Lucky's help.
That's that's exciting. Thank you.
Hopefully it means that we can move forward together as we go.
Well, you just came on a very bad day. Thalindra is normally not doesn't. She kind of looks for the words. She only goes into this phase in moments of danger, but then she must go once a month. And this just happened to be the night when that happened. Unless she needed the protection, she tries to stay in the more joyful aspect of herself as often as possible.
Is it part of the moon cycle, or did something happen?
No, this is her normal transition. There was a time when she lived like this all the time because it was safer for her and her retinue. But in the last few years, she's been able to be joyful more.
Lucky us.
Yes.
Are you staying here this evening, or do you have things you need to attend to?
No, I don't partake in the hunt since I am not a full member of the entourage. But I do not have to stay here. I am safe to travel the halls if you do not prefer my presence.
I look to everyone else, but it seems like Andrew is fine with it.
I think you're fine to stay, and if the Prince of Frost does decide to join us, having a member of the court here would not necessarily be a bad thing.
Hopefully he will be quite lost in the chambers. He was not welcomed into the hunt. That doesn't mean he can hurt you, I think, but it would require him to find the chambers.
Just being careful.
She kind of goes, and you realize now, now that you all have a moment to breathe and you can see the chambers, there's a large opening, kind of sitting area where there's cushions and settees and things here. Beautiful flowers filling the space with fragrance. And from here, there are 3 doors that go off into 2 different bedrooms that each have 4 beds in them. And then a central door that goes off into a large wash area that has a large sunken bathtub that can be filled with fragrant waters.
May your bath overflow with fragrant waters.
I can keep watch if you all want to maybe go relax a bit. Bonnie, you look exhausted.
She's out.
Bonnie's already asleep.
Yeah.
Sleeping against the door.
Bonnie's gone bye-bye for a while.
And then I imagine Vigil and Lucky very quickly go off to talk.
I'll leave that to Lucky.
We're just gonna let them be.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you, yeah, I'm good with whatever. I'll let Una sit with me if she wants, and I'll show her how to cross stitch something. Or
Yeah, Una kind of chooses one of the seats kind of out of the way, doesn't want it to be an imposition to you all. And if there's any conversation that you want to have or anything you want to discuss, you see she's doing her best to appear like she's here but not part of the group or an imposition.
well, Ravik,
I'll sit next to...
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll sit with you too. Oh, Ravik, I'm really glad your heart didn't get eaten.
I am too. Sometimes we have to lay our heads where danger is to keep our hearts intact, but I usually make it out unscathed.
Be careful.
I definitely will. I don't want to leave you all here without a dashing young hero to watch your back.
And now, how else will we get into locked rooms?
Precisely. I did have a question. Not admitting any guilt or culpability here, but let's say a certain key was used to unlock a certain chest. What do you know about that whole situation?
I think you need to be a little more clear about what you're talking about for me to answer this hypothetical.
Okay, well.
And Yuna is,
The
she's not cross-stitching. She is, at this point, she's got like this string and she's like playing with it in her hands and making shape. Like she's got it looped around her face. She's making different shapes with the string as she moves her hands through the loops.
The witch of the waterways. What's her name? The one that was mentioned earlier.
Her name.
Thalindra, was it?
No, Thalindra is the one that you're in right now. I don't have my witch document pulled open.
Well,
Which witch?
Which witch are we talking about?
Which is which? That specific one that's related to
Morrison, yeah.
Morrison.
Yeah, the Delusion Stream. I don't know if they ever gave you her full name, but they called her the Delusion Stream.
Okay. What beef does she have with Thalindra, and why would something here that would intrigue?
Well, I think you probably know all about this from Andulasite telling you about the coven.
Yeah, and Dulasat shared. So actually, no. We all could stand to be a little bit more forthcoming, and that's a conversation for later. But
my coven activities are separate of my group activities, so
looks like they're
they
all
don't
kind of
know.
overlapping here a little bit. So
They haven't asked a lot, so I haven't told them a lot.
Well, they don't have anything against one another. That's just the circle is, how best to describe, the circle is like a pie, and once the pie was evenly divided among 6. In the last 10 years or so, the pie has been divided among 7. And there is an amount of power that comes by having your piece of pie. And if you can get a little bit bigger slice, you get a little bit more of the power, but nothing that would break the circle, because if you broke the circle, then no one would have the pie. That's a very weird analogy, but the Delusion Stream and the Dagger in the Heart are not friends, but they're also not enemies.
So what? It's just a little friendly tit for tat. They go back and forth to power force out from one another.
The 6 have been fairly consistently powered, apparently, for many hundreds of years. I think that they're feeling the impacts of having to share their power with the 7th when she came along. And maybe the Delusion Stream is looking for more. I wouldn't think that she would be trying to edge out one of the 6. Sorry, one of the 7.
Was there something here in the castle specifically that would be of interest to the Delusion Stream, or help in pulling more power to her side?
Well, a witch's manor is their stronghold, and they are most powerful within it. So it'd be very difficult to assail them within their stronghold if you were coming from outside. But if you had a way to get inside of the stronghold without danger, then perhaps an easy path within the chambers of one of the witches would... do you think that the deluge is trying to assault the dagger in the heart? Like, I don't understand what do you mean?
Oh, well, I just was having a very intimate conversation with one of the members of the retinue, and one thing led to another, events, what have you, and a water weird just sort of came out of nowhere, and I think it was mentioned it might be related to the delusion stream, and maybe one of her followers, a myriad named Albahar, might be involved. That name ring a bell for you?
You mentioned a door and a lock and a key.
And Bill's like staring at you like, why the fuck are you not telling me about this?
So the door and the lock and the key had nothing to do with this portion of the conversation?
Oh no, it had a lot to do with it.
Hypothetically.
I'm not. Hypothetically, actually, who knows? It just I'm not privy to all the details, and I figure as an apprentice, you probably move silently through the halls, and you hear a lot of conversations. You may know where the bodies are buried, so to speak.
Well, Albahar isn't a name I recognize. That means that he is not part of the retinue of one of the witches. I know all of the retinue, but I don't know all of the entourage.
Be normal for a mirror to be a member of the entourage of the delusion stream?
I think it would be well within normal behavior for one such as them to be part of the entourage of a witch. Thalindra has a djinn who oftentimes makes himself present within her chambers. Sorry, within her house. I didn't say that.
No, we didn't hear that. We didn't hear that.
Okay. So those relationships aren't necessarily all heart.
Entourage and retinue are, entourage and retinue are different.
A witch may has an apprentice, and then they have a retinue. A retinue are the close advisors, sworn confidants and friends of the witch. And then an entourage are the hangers-on. They probably have a give and take relationship with the witch.
All right.
You are all probably, when Andulicite decides to take over for their domain, you are all probably part of the retinue of Andulicite.
If you want to be. I mean, like, no pressure. But, like, you would be invited to be. Like, it would be on the table. Like, it would be offered. But if you didn't want to, you wouldn't have to be, but...
Well, let's not rule anything out. I'm always willing to take on a new title, so...
Well, I am your best buddy, so... He's, like, too intense, like, looking at you. You said that.
Yeah, and I meant it at the time, and I mean it now. Best buddy. Okay. Just don't make Enigma jealous, okay?
Enigma is fully asleep in Bonnie's lap.
I almost owe Enigma my life, so.
You think Enigma's asleep, and Enigma goes, I tried my best.
I'll still give you catnip, buddy.
Yes. And then he goes immediately back to
Okay,
sleep.
I don't want to monopolize your time, but if there's anything else you can recall or any information you think would be interesting to share when it comes to the deluge in the stream, or any mirrored connections.
Well,
Just keep me in mind.
there's a book of each of the houses.
I need that book.
That's sure. And she goes to a bookshelf that's like behind or like between the doorway to the bathroom and one of the bedrooms, and she slides the bookshelf to the side, and you see a hallway that dives deep into like the space between the walls here, like the servants' passages, and she vanishes from sight, and the bookshelf slides closed behind her, masking that exit again.
That makes me nervous.
Good to know
We didn't know that was
safe
there.
behind the locked door.
Yes.
Are there any other bookcases in here?
There's one other book.
Exactly.
There's one other bookcase like mirrored on the other side, same as that one. If you want to investigate it to see
I'm gonna
if it also slides.
Kieran to like, let's go check out that other bookcase just to, out of
What are the
curiosity. Kieran.
odds?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an
Let's do
investigation check with advantage, Kieran.
Investigation. That's not 1 and a 9. Plus 3, 12. Plus investigation. Plus 5, 17.
17. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so-
So you've got, as you're looking at it, you see like the faint scratch marks on the paint of the wall, where this bookshelf could also slide to the right and reveal something behind it.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
good.
we'll keep an eye on that one then.
Can I do a little sending when they're kind of off looking at the bookshelf?
Yeah, sure.
I want to send to Baba Yaga,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to be like, hey, I kind of like died again. That wasn't good. I'm okay. How do I have Dottie? What is two soul? And it like cuts off when
Yeah,
I
it
like
cuts
too
off.
many words.
The Baba's voice comes back. Oh, Andula Saint, I was wondering when you were going to get enough information to ask those types of questions. I don't know what you are, which is odd for me to say. Another spell comes in.
Hmm.
The one who created you probably would be able to answer that question better. But you are two souls, meaning two souls in one, both trapped in the same body.
And that's why I'm having different visions.
Let's see if she spends the spell slot. Okay. Another sending comes back. Yeah, I think you were new technology and they weren't exactly sure how it worked. You are a vessel for a wandering soul. I think the Noavians didn't understand how many wandering souls there are that might want a vessel to call home.
Also, they're asking a lot of questions about two of you. Of course, I remained loyal and said nothing.
She does not spend the spell slot to call back, but like just in the connection,
I get the sense she's pleased.
Yeah,
with
you
me.
get the section that she's pleased. Yeah. And you are quite aware that Una said there is a book for each of the houses. You can't imagine that there's a book. There's a book for Baba Yaga's house, but you don't know.
Oh, I think there might be.
Mm-hmm.
Just a very slim volume.
10 years of history versus 500, 600 years of history.
Okay, interesting. All right, well, I'm going to go mope on the bed now.
Okay. All of you are quite aware that Andulusite is mopey or quiet or separate from all of you.
I'm trying
He's having a hard
to them
time.
up.
I like bombastic side eye you when you come over.
No. Okay, all right. Need your space. That's understandable.
You didn't even tell me that Albahar was part of the entourage. Why didn't you ask me about my cool witch knowledge? I could have told you. You had to ask Yuna instead. Why would you ask Yuna about it instead of me?
I just found out. I didn't realize
Yeah,
there
but
was a
then you
connection.
asked her first.
Well,
I died.
You had just been revived. I figured maybe you needed a little bit of time to, pull yourself together. But I will come to you for all my witchy questions from now on, I promise.
Okay, good. I didn't want to answer them, but I will because I'm the best one to answer them.
Oh, well, then that's just counterproductive there. But either way, I'll ask, okay?
Thank you.
What do you know about Albahar, though?
I don't know anything about Albahar. That's your weird guy. But the Deluge of the Stream.
Weird guys to deal with.
Yeah. Let me go into my Deluge of the Stream stuff, though, and I'll tell you some stuff.
All right.
So, the Deluge of the Stream is... Well, we shouldn't say her name out loud. She'll know we're talking about her, probably.
Okay, don't say it out loud.
The purifying and destructive powers of water. They can heal and smite, provide life and death in equal measure. Chaotic neutral, as the waves tend to be. And they live in the Sable Abyss. Deep waters off the coast of Asale.
Asale. Mm-hmm.
Asale.
Which, Andulusite, reading that,
Yes.
your brain suddenly dings. Because this is the second time in 30 minutes that the words Asale have been in your brain.
Yeah. Huh. Is that where I was in the vision?
So you were in Awulo, and
Awulo.
they were talking about the more technologically advanced tribe in Asale who were warning about something that was happening in the world. And the Awulos were kind of like, we don't need to pay attention to that because we're safe where we are.
Very strange. Okay.
You share with the group?
I'm still processing that. Share later. It is a lot to die and see things.
Bonnie's
I'm
asleep.
just glad it didn't happen to you. Yep.
Yeah. Kieran, what are you doing while everyone is kind of in their moments here?
Basically staying with my back to the locked front door, keeping an eye on the two secret doors.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
Waiting for Andulusite to be alone.
Ravik, do you leave the chamber that Andulusite is in?
Ass.
Yeah, I'll go check in with Enigma. I had to be a little traumatized in having to try and save Andulusite, so I'll just go and check.
He is curled up, snoring in Bonnie's lap.
I know you're not asleep.
Okay, I
I'll
think
leave you be.
I think we need to understand that snoring means someone's asleep.
Yeah, well, talking means you're awake. So
Well, I could talk in my
just
sleep.
check.
You talk in your sleep all the time.
That's not true.
Would you? How would you know?
Because you like to lie to me. I mean,
I like to collect secrets, and you don't know what you say in your sleep, do you?
maybe one day you can tell me. Let's rest up a little bit, okay?
We need to talk
And I'll,
about a certain kitsune that you've been friendly with.
Well, I don't know if that was a friendly encounter. It was more out of necessity. You were
Well,
there.
if that's what you do with people you don't like, Ravik, I'd hate to see what you do with people you do like.
You don't want to be in the room for that. So
He's snoring again moments later. But Kieran and Dulicite is alone in the chamber.
Yeah.
I walk in, just go up to Dulicite,
Hello,
Put
Mr.
my hand
Rifton.
put my hand on their shoulder. I'm glad you're back. And I reach into my pocket. I pull out a little stone and put it down beside Andulicite. If you need to talk, Rodney's an excellent listener.
I love it.
leave.
And when you go to leave, Kieran, two little legs like pop out of the bottom of the rock, and it begins to follow you out of the chamber.
Oh,
No, Rodney,
My life is so sad. The Rock doesn't even want to talk to me.
Rodney is 3 days old.
no.
Stay and listen to Andulicite. I'll be back for you later.
It stops, and then it like jumps and turns in your direction in Dulicite, and then like jumps back, and then is trying to jump back up onto the countertop, but it can't quite jump that high.
I grab.
Okay, he jumps up, and then
I grab him, I set him there, and I go, "This is so dumb. I don't want to do this." So anyway, let me tell you about everything that I've ever experienced in my entire life. So one time, and I like start just like info dumping onto Rodney everything that's ever happened to me my entire life.
Okay, as a witch imparting information to an entity, I need you to make an Arcana check, please.
I'm teaching him arcane secrets.
Ooh.
No, I don't hope not.
Rodney was spellcasting?
Wait, what kind of check?
Just an Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay. I got 16.
As you're talking to Rodney, you do not know this happens, and there's no one in the room to witness it. But there's a moment where the truth of a witch divulging secrets carries a certain amount of power. And you don't hear your voice change, but your voice changes. There's a resonance, a warmth, like a boom, boom, boom around what you're saying. And you are caught in your own story enough not to notice. But Rodney is about 10% bigger than he was when you started talking to him.
Words of power.
As witches are you understand the role of a witch is to be the bridge between the planes for the material plane, whether it's the Feywild or in this case, the planes of the elements. And you are talking to a spirit of one of the planes of the elements, and that connection grows.
And then I told her husband can't be taking that many fishing trips. It just logically doesn't make any sense. Why would he? He doesn't come back with any fish. And she got really upset at me. And then I wasn't allowed to give advice anymore. Just like so.
Rodney's just
This one time at band camp.
yeah.
Yeah, literally like every thought in Andulicite's head is like going into this thing.
I picture Alex Del Mar and his wife.
Oh,
yeah.
Jack Twist. Jack Nasty.
We say that a lot in this house.
We do. We quote Brokeback Mountain more than you should quote Brokeback Mountain. All right. As the night progresses, Andalusite, do you take a rest?
I want to rest so that someone's awake at some point. So, like, coordinate with, like, Ansel, Bolton,
Okay.
me.
Anzel and Bolton
Robert.
are happy to stay awake because they've been asleep up until about 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
And so they can keep a watch as well. But are any of you keeping a watch with them?
I'll probably sleep. I've been through a time.
Okay.
I'll let them watch.
I'll take the 4 hours of sleep I need, and then otherwise be on watch.
Okay. So for the first 4 hours, Kieran, you're out. Ravik, are you resting?
Yeah, I'll rest. At some point, I will take a watch.
So,
and I'll make sure to position myself near Lucky and Vigil.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna glare.
Just gonna glare. I love you.
So petty.
You're everything to me.
All right. So in the first watch, Bolton and Enzel keeping a watch. The sounds of the running feet kind of diminish out from this section of the manor house as the hunt has probably gone out to the gardens. And the first 4 hours go by without worry in any way. Kieran, when you awaken for your watch, go ahead and make a perception check as you're keeping sight. Are you watching the secret doors or the front door?
I put my back against the front door so I can feel if anything hits it or vibrates, but that way I can face the two secret doors.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I am rolling horribly. Perception 9 plus 8, 17.
17. Okay. That's horribly. All right. So as Kieran, as you are kind of leaned there watching.
I'm sorry, that's a 14. That's a 14.
Okay. You see like in one of the chambers, Lucky and Vigil asleep in separate beds. Ravik is also in that chamber, inexplicably asleep as well in one of the beds. Bonnie is asleep next to the front door, kind of right next to you. And Dulasite asleep, which is strange. You don't often see Andalusite sleeping in their chamber.
Very weird.
Bolton and Anzel also go in and find a place to kind of curl up and sleep as well. As the night kind of ticks by, and as it's approaching morning, there's a couple times where you think you hear sounds coming out down the hallway. You can tense up and get ready. You don't ever hear anything coming from those secret doors. But it is about an hour before the hunt is to end. So when dawn is going to break, that I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. With your back against the door.
Con save.
You got this, Richard.
10.
10.
I rolled one thing above a 7.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So you did have the effects of a long rest before this. So as you're watching, like the frog in the pot of water, which is not a good analogy because the frog will jump out of the water when it gets hot, but whatever. Like the frog in the pot of water, you do not feel the dramatic chill that's building up on your back.
Ugh.
And then until it's too late, because there's a moment where you're sitting there and suddenly you feel like a tingle, and then the entire door is encased in ice, including Kieran. Kieran, you take 12 points of cold damage, and you are
from healed to full.
Yeah, you had a long rest. So, and you are restrained and you are surrounded by ice. So suddenly, like, you feel like you can't move, you can't call out. Bonnie, make a perception check with disadvantage. This will determine whether you wake up. You
Does
are.
Bonnie
Have I had?
lose another level of exhaustion?
Yes.
I was
So
gonna say, have I had the benefits of a long rest?
Yes, you are down to 1 level of exhaustion now.
Oh my gosh.
Let me fix that real quick. So now that is just.
Let's not do that again, Bonnie.
Just -2.
Yes. Okay. I'm
Did
rolling
one level
one
already
again.
get cured?
Perception. you said?
check, yeah, with disadvantage, just because you are asleep. So does this rouse you from your sleep?
Okay. Okay. 5.
Okay.
Probably not.
That's a no.
Yeah.
That is a no.
No, okay, I take it back. That's actually a 3 because I forgot to subtract 2.
Sure,
so.
subtract 2. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
great.
So, ooh.
Bonnie is sound asses.
So both of our
Exhaustion.
people at the front door, one is asleep and out. One is encased in ice. What we will do is we're going to roll initiative at disadvantage. This could still potentially beat the Prince of Frost initiative, which means you could still end up going before him.
No, we won't.
But he is outside the door.
Are you fucking kidding me? I rolled a 19 and a 1. I hate this.
Oh.
I hate him. I hate his ass. So that
Disadvantage?
makes I'm yet again
Disadvantage.
at 0, Josh. I'm yet again at 0 initiative. I need you to know I've been through
Maybe
emotional
the
trauma.
problem wasn't the dice; it's the dice tray.
Listen,
I don't
I rolled
know. I
two
rolled the
natural
-1 on the
20s.
old dice.
You rolled 2 natural 20s.
I rolled 2 natural 20s. That's swear
Can
to
I
God.
borrow one?
I rolled a natural 20 and a 4.
Oh no!
I'm at 11.
Kieran's not having a good night of rolling
Well,
either.
yeah, you're in ice. So.
Where's my
I rolled a 19.
A 19. Okay.
Okay,
Let's
Bonnie.
see.
That was the worst
Finally.
of 2 rolls.
Lucky
so-
rolled.
Bonnie with the roll that doesn't matter that much.
10.
Let's go, Bonnie. I don't know. It's pretty good
Vigil.
for you, though, really, in the order.
Vigil rolled a 4. He's asleep. Bolton. Bolton rolled a 16.
Let's go, Bolton.
And Anzel.
That's my husband.
Anzel rolled a 19.
That's my husband
Okay.
in another life.
All right.
Well, boyfriend. Well, then boyfriend.
So, with 2 natural 20s,
My long
you
rest.
must honor and respect a natural 20. And beyond
Sure.
going before the Prince of Frost, Ravik, as somebody who has spent their entire lives on the sea, as someone who has sold their soul in temporary service to a being of water from the plains of water, you are aware and conscious. You have like a 7th or 6th sense of alterings in humidity levels, of the chill of a rain coming on the horizon, of the swell of the waves and the tides. Something awakens you because you feel the chill in the air. And kind of sitting up in bed, not at disadvantage, you will have a perception check to determine, do you act this round or is your round catching on to what's happening?
Okay.
But not at disadvantage because
Quick roll?
I'm honoring your natural 20.
Just a straight roll.
Mhm.
A 14.
That's enough to look out the
Oh, is
door and see. You see Kieran like stuck to the door,
So 18. With the,
yeah, frozen in
Plus 4.
a block of ice that it has like. You think what seems to have happened is that this ice was beginning to kind of creep in at the edges of the door frame, and then the moment it hit a person, it expanded outward and captured him.
Oh man. Okay. And as soon as I see that,
Mhm.
I'm gonna yell as loud as I can. Everyone, get the hell up! Frozen Taint is coming.
Frozen taint.
And
Oh my god.
he's got to have a frozen taint.
Now he's very cold. He is a cold man.
He's got
None of us are just
blue balls.
I bet all of him is very
He's
cold,
got
not just
blue
his taint.
Can the shape water freeze and melt?
Right up.
It can melt frozen water, yes.
Freeze water.
Yep.
Provided there are no water unfreezes. Okay, in 1 hour. So
You cause what? No, you cause you instantly move. You freeze water.
it says freeze water, provided there's no creatures in it, and then the
So
water
it doesn't.
will unfreeze within 1 hour.
It does not
doesn't say
say
you
that it
can
has the
unfreeze or
ability to
melt
unfreeze
ice.
water to
Yeah.
melt. I will let you roll an Arcana check, and if you can beat a 15, then you can use the spell to unfreeze water.
Arcana. Okay, do this in D&D. Fug. No, you're stuck there, buddy. Sorry. What I
it's-
will
you,
do-
You rolling on D&D Beyond, Ronnie. That's
Yeah, it's always
That's-
bad when
that's
he
not a
does.
good
Yeah,
I
you just
Yeah,
rolled
it's
two natural
depending
20s
on
with
the
your
way I
dice.
roll.
Yeah.
I know, right? Stick to my physical dice. What I will do is I will Eldritch Blast and try to, like, on the edges, blast Kieran out of the ice. So I pull out my sea glass rod and aim it, and you see like just a stream, a geyser of water mixed with force energy blasting out, trying to shatter the ice that Kieran is encased in.
Okay, I'll let you know that the Prince of Frost ice
so.
has it has the ability to withstand spell energy. So you're going to hit the ice. That's not like a question of hitting or not. The question is you have to do a certain amount of damage to go beyond its to bypass its barrier.
Do I know that, or do I?
damage threshold.
It's a damage threshold. Yeah, so you need to
Yeah.
just roll your 2d10 to see how much damage it does. If you do enough damage to move beyond the threshold, it does the full amount of damage, but you have to clear the threshold to do any damage at all.
Gotcha. Oh, please, dear goodness, make this worth it. Fudge. Well, that was 1 damage. And
What about on the second d10?
4 damage total.
Okay, so the bolts of like water kind of fly out and hit the ice, and instead of impacting the ice, you just see them, like, the moment where the bolt hits the ice, the entire bolt freezes, and there's a spike of ice coming off of the door from both of those impacts.
Little frozen shit. Can I form my thing into like into a weapon, into the scimitar that I usually use? So the water mixed with the force energy to give it its shape, and ready myself.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to charge over and hopefully start chipping him out.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, you do that. So your call wakes up Enzel and Bolton, who both rolled higher than the Prince of Frost, and they are jumping out of the spaces where they were in bed, and they're running out of the other doors where you're running. They had to. Their actions was awakening to this. The only other one of you who beat the Prince of Frost was Lucky, who is going to cast
Isn't that lucky?
a guiding bolt at the ice, and we'll see how this does. Okay. Guiding, is that D8 or D10? Oh, now you're being slow, D&D Beyond. Thanks. And none of you have guiding bolt as a spell. 4d6.
Nice.
Okay. Literally 1 point above the damage threshold. So as this like like Ravik, you charge out and you see Anzel and Bolton coming out of the other room, and then over your shoulder behind you, you turn around to look at where it comes from, but this bolt of energy flies out and slams into the ice right next to Kieran, and shatters a portion of it. And Kieran, suddenly you feel like your right shoulder and right arm and like your head come free. Your body is still kind of locked in. It'll take one more assault on the ice to free you, but you're now free to speak, and also your arm is in movement there. So you'll be able to you can try to break free on your turn. And then it takes us to the Prince of Frost's turn. Let's see if he can get through this door. What I'll let you know is that the door has a protection charm on it. He has used his magic to kind of work around the seams of the charm. He's trying to undo the protective charm here. The DC, because it is a witch's charm, is 18, which is the DC you all have had to beat for all of Thalindra's things. He adds 6 to this roll. So if either of these dice are a 12 or higher, sorry, if the higher of these, he's rolling at disadvantage. If this one of these dice is whatever, both of them have to be higher than a 12.
Both of these dice.
Jesus Christ! Every time I have to like do a roll,
both of these dice have to be higher than a 12.
And I just had a D20 in my hand, and it flew out of my hand and vanished into the ether.
No.
I have no idea where it's
cup?
at.
Black hole in that room?
No, my cup
It's
has
not
a
the
lid on
guard
it.
D20, is it? We can't lose that
No,
one.
it wasn't. Okay, so both of these have to be higher than a 12. Okay, that one was a 19. So if this one is higher than a 12. Okay, so as you are all you watch Kieran come free, Andulusite, you are waking up as well and coming to terms with this. Bonnie, you're slowly coming to terms with what's happening next to you. You turn and just see like Kieran like duct taped to the wall by ice, basically. And you suddenly feel this like explosive like against the door, but it holds. So he wasn't able to break through this round, which gives you guys a round to try to free Kieran before, because being attached to the door when the door gets exploded inward would probably not be good for Kieran. So Bonnie, Bonnie, Kieran, you guys have turns before we go back up, and Andalusite, you guys have turns before we go. So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna hit it with the Throngler.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll against. You don't have to make an attack roll. You're hitting it. Each one of your attacks is a separate attack, so each one would have to break the damage threshold. So go ahead and roll damage on all 3 of them, but don't add them together.
First one is 10.
Okay, so you hit it, and you like part of your left arm kind of cracks free, and you're able to kind of release your left arm.
Hit it again. This time it's 9.
You just kind of bounce off of the ice. You're getting the sense that 10 is the threshold.
12.
Okay. So your right leg is now.
I'm sorry. That's wrong, because it's my offhand attack is the third one. That's only a 6.
Okay. Yeah. So the last 2 attacks don't. So right arm, left arm, head are free. Kieran needs his lower torso free. Bonnie and Dulasite, what are you doing?
Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything.
Hit me!
I just start beating on the ice.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. Or do you have to make an attack roll? Make a damage rolls. It flew into my shoe somehow. It's in my shoe.
What?
Not the one you're wearing.
No, imagine if I had put that shoe on tomorrow to go to work and there was a full D20 inside of it.
Oh no.
Better than a D4.
That's true.
7, so that doesn't do it.
Nope.
I get a second one, right?
You might be. I think the front door does more damage.
1d8 plus 3.
That has a better chance, I think, of break, because you have to get 10 to break the threshold.
Yeah.
I think your stick is 1d6.
No, I was using the front door.
So you were. Okay.
I rolled a 4 plus 3, so.
Don't worry, Mr. Rifton. I'll bust you out with my thorn whip.
You get 2 attacks,
Ready?
Bonnie.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
rolling the second one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That
I
was
thought
4.
you were done.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay.
All right, it's my time
Just
to
slamming
shine.
this,
Save
yeah.
Mr. Rifton.
There you go.
I rolled 15 plus. That'll hit.
You don't have to hit.
That'll hit ice. That's just fair.
Yep. Just
All right,
damage roll.
dice. Hey,
You got
don't
this.
embarrass me. Don't embarrass me in front of Mr. Rifton. Okay. All right.
No.
What is that? What number is that? It's one of those that has fuck ass numbers on it. Oh. Now, which of these are we gonna say is the 6 and which one is the 1 is the question here.
You can't tell the difference between a 6 and the
Actually,
1?
It's the 6.
One
It's the
says
6.
RPG free dice day, and one is a dragon with a dice.
What?
What?
Those sound like not
So-
20s.
That's not very clear. Let me roll my other one. Also, my camera got blurry. Let me roll my other dice. I'm not cheating. I don't know what that means. I only rolled 5 damage. How fucking
You don't
embarrassing.
add
Now,
anything to the 5?
5. I don't think so. Not with my whip. I don't think.
Oh.
Can I? Okay, Dot will come to rescue you.
Just roll
Dot will.
damage on Dot. I don't know if Dot can do 10 points of damage. Yeah.
Can Awaken Dot do it?
Wait,
I
wait.
don't know.
I don't know, because you rolled a hit, roll nat 20, it's double damage.
I still don't think she would do enough.
She's got
She's
the
got the
spurs.
iron claws
She's got the
now.
spurs.
She does have the iron claws.
No.
Okay, wait. Her attack only deals 1d6 plus AGI. I think that's only like.
Agility or
I don't think that's.
dex.
I
Yeah.
don't think that's enough.
Yeah, but if it's nat 20 doubled, that's over 10.
That would
Okay, if she rolls a nat 20. Alright, Dot, save Mr. Rifton, please! She didn't roll out. Okay, she scratches.
She tried.
be. So Anzel
How
is,
cool would that have been? Though?
Yeah. Anzel's gonna come in. Your leg
I will
is
put my-
one
Josh,
your left
I
leg
will
is
put my
free.
s- I will put my spores down.
Okay. And then Bolton may or may not be able to do 10 points damage.
I'm giving you the spores that give you an extra 1d4 to strength or constitution
Okay.
save.
Uh,
In case that has anything to do with this.
Bolton's sword hits and just chips off. Like your left leg is still stuck, so you got your right leg kind of down on the ground. Ravik, shoot another Eldritch Blast or do something to try to free cure him.
Save Mr. Rifton, please!
Well-
I'm begging you, Ravik.
Does it have to be done in one hit? Like if I have multiple attacks?
Each hit
The
is
10 has to be
each
made.
hit is a different, yeah.
Shit. So it wouldn't do me any good to do my scimitars because I think they're a D6.
Plus,
So, hold on. Let me see what the plus would be. Oh, D6 plus 6.
you could.
Maybe.
Yep. Okay. So you get 2
Give it a
hits with the
shot.
scimitar. Just roll damage. You just need to roll a 4 or higher.
So 8 on the first attack.
Okay. You need a
Okay.
4 on the die.
Okay, 10. A 10.
Let's
Perfect, okay,
go,
so-
Ravik!
Kieran, you feel your other leg freeze, and you all kind of pull back and away. You have
Get up.
basically there's one other turn, like one other person has a turn before the Prince of Frost. I will allow that to be a group turn. What are you all doing in this 6 seconds before the Prince of Frost has another opportunity to bust through the door?
Ugh.
I position beside the door, so when the explosion is
Yeah.
going to go past me, but that way when he comes through, I can hit him right away.
I want to do this thing. Can we flank on each side of the door? And with my scimitar at the ready, make eye contact with Kieran. Just like, okay, we're doing this.
Yeah, where's the hinge on the door? Like,
It's on the right hand side.
okay, so I'm gonna stand.
Sorry,
to
if
that.
you're looking at it, it's on the left, but it's the right hand side if you're coming through the door.
I am gonna stand close to the door, but back enough that I'm outside the arc of the door if it swings, If it doesn't swing and it just blows in, it is Bonnie like hunkered down behind the shield, just her like ears poking up above it.
Okay.
No.
You guys are hunkering down for the Archdruid or Archfey Prince of Frost.
Yeah.
Well, now you make it sound like we should just be running.
We're run where?
Wait, can I
guess
ready-
we could go behind the bookshelf if we really wanted to leave here, but I want to kick his ass. I don't like that guy.
Oh, you know what? Let's run. I think we should head down
Okay.
to see the hidden bookshelf. Head to the hidden bookshelf.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
okay. Remember that.
sometimes a DM is like, maybe I haven't properly explained how dangerous this individual
Yeah, I
is.
thought about
He-
it.
When you-
and,
when you-
I don't like that fucking
He did-
guy,
you
though.
also
I wanted
made
to
us-
fight him.
He did subjugate
made
an
us really
entire
hate this guy.
centaur people, and like all by himself.
But I hate him, Josh, and I want to fight him.
Look,
all right,
I am-
let's go to the bookshelf.
I'm
everyone.
all for, if you guys want to fight the Prince of Frost, I'm happy to roll the Prince of Frost out. He will not have any of his minions. It'll just be him. But also he is an archfey. I'm just letting you all have your,
All right,
your
everyone,
choices.
to the bookcase. Let's go. Hustle,
I'm gonna
hustle.
throw the other, whichever bookcase we're going down. I'm gonna try and throw the other bookcase open real quick so that
Oh,
when
so
he
he
comes
doesn't
in, there's
know.
two doors.
very
Okay,
smart.
yeah.
Good idea. Good
Yeah, you
idea.
guys have time to open both bookshelves. Are you going to go down the one you know left on or the other one?
I think we're gonna go down
I
the
said
one
that
you know goes down.
Okay.
Yeah. There's probably a better chance that that's a little safer.
All right. So you all dive into the door. Do you leave both of them open behind you, or close the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's like a little.
No, leave just the
confused.
one open, right?
Leave just
Yeah, we could close this one, and then there's less
Yeah,
a
close the one
chance.
that we went
he'll-
down. Leave
Okay.
the other one open.
Okay.
as a group. You probably have to. You all have time to move. One of you has a action to open the door. All of you get through. One of you has an action to close the door. So you have enough actions to maneuver that. Let's see.
Beautiful.
So again,
Beautiful.
it is a 18 DC check. He needs a 12 on both of these. Okay, that's a natural 20. And okay, so you guys tear off down the kind of darkened hallway.
I used my action to leave a note that said blue taint, and then as we left,
Oh,
It is dark.
his legacy.
It is dark in the chamber. So if you do not have dark vision, you are blind to movement in here. So do you all want
Got blind
light?
sense.
Do you all want light?
nice.
I'll produce flames. so
Okay,
we can
you produce
have
flame.
light.
So then a little
Sure.
kind of flame appears in Andalusite as you're all charging through. And after about clearing 30 or 40 feet down this hallway, which you can feel is like going between rooms, and you're seeing kind of a couple little offshoots in certain places that are going off to other rooms and other spaces, other hidden chambers, how the servants move through the manor. You hear an explosion as fey magic overpowers a witch's charm within the chamber that you all just left. And a sudden cold energy washes through this whole space. As cold as he is, it is chilling even like the air that's moving into this chamber. You can see like the little condensation and moisture on the walls, like forming the patterns of snowflakes on the walls, kind of chasing down behind you. And we will see if the Prince of Frost discovers which hallway you went down and whether he will join the hunt next time.
Oh yes.
I hate this guy.
I hate. Well,
That's
yeah.
the
He's
worst.
Jury's mom's ex-boyfriend,
He is Jury's mom.
and Jury's mom
Look.
sucks. So think about
Yeah.
the guy she dumped.
Look, the thing is, a guy gets dumped, and instead of seeking therapy, he becomes the Prince of Frost. That is,
And he's a main antagonist. I mean, that's very accurate.
yeah.
God damn it, Atwood.
It's too perfect.
Oh no.
Mr. Coldmeister.
Oh, is it Cold Miser? So the Prince of,
No.
I'm just gonna say, the Prince of Frost is fucking hot. So all these jokes about Cold Miser or whatever, he is fucking hot.
We're into a cold miser. Cold miser.
Coldmeister.
I cannot fucking stand this guy. So I'm just gonna do nothing but continue to shitpost about.
Beam on him.
He is
No.
He is hot. Like,
in equal measure. Like, not that the Elf King was not the bad guy of the Hobbit book, but he was the bad guy of the Hobbit movies. Lee Pace would play the Prince of Frost in this movie. Like, that is
Okay.
yeah.
Lee Pace? Wow.
We're manifesting that, right?
We are manifesting
He is
Lee
hot.
Pace.
Fan
in
art.
our live action movie of our D&D campaign.
All right, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, night. See y'all
All
next
right,
week.
so-
Bye.
Bye.